whatever it takes, baby. You guys are making an incredible team.
I would say, though, I've got the most heart.
It was a proper quick step. Well done.
You need to keep doing what you're doing out there.
Quick step, scoring a 21. Welcome back, everybody. We are talking about Dancing with the Stars with an all-star lineup. And I'm getting a question here on Twitter. Hey, Nancy, ladies of HLN TV want to know, is Tristan single? Not until November. He's booked every night rehearsing, and after that, he's all yours. But until then, he's all mine.
Thanks for that one.
I assume you agree.
Appreciate that one.
Do you
Yeah,
disagree?
of course. No. I'm very focused on what I'm doing at the moment, but I am single, so help me out, please.
Yeah, call me around Christmas time, okay? Out to Shayna Mokler, contestant Dancing with the Stars Season 3. Shayna, thank you for being with us.
Hi, Nancy. How are you doing?
I'm great. Shayna, give us some dancing tips.
You know, I have to disagree with Lisa a little bit. I know she said just go out there and have fun, but since I was voted off in the second week, like my boy Val there, I'm going to say take it serious. Those people, those couples are competing and they are competitive, and really go out there and give it your all every single week. That's my advice to you.
You know what, Shayna? Truer words were never spoken, because Tristan and I practiced all day yesterday. Then we went back last night. Yeah, China was still there. Who else was still there last night? There were a couple of pros walking around, and China was there, and who we have really bonded during this. She's incredible. I had no idea what a beautiful singing voice she's got, and same with her feet. So, Shayna, do you remember the moment you were eliminated?
Yes, of course, on the mambo, which I had to dance to a rap, so it was kind of hard.
Well, you know what? Not that I'm complaining that our first song was Cry Baby. I didn't ever even know what the guy was even saying. I had never heard the song. I could basically at one point hear him say, girl, I didn't mean it. And that's the only thing I ever knew. Did you know what he was saying?
Yeah, you see, I listened to the music.
Okay, what did he say?
He said a lot of things.
Wait,
I
name one.
haven't listened to the song since.
Okay, I cracked him on cross-exam. Out to the lines, Evan in Texas. Hi, Evan. What's your question, dear?
Hi, Nancy. I want to ask you, who is your toughest competitor among the women, and how are you going to beat them?
Well, you know, after Ricky Lake tried to push me down the steps, I'm ready to resort to practically anything. But all kidding aside, a lot of people have asked us who's our toughest competition. I mean, let's get real. You've got a professional athlete, a professional dancer that danced in a movie, reality stars, TV stars. Frankly, I think they're all serious competition. And Tristan, we really saw the judges' numbers vacillate, go up and down from week 1 to week 2. So it's really hard to peg anybody as the front runner.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a live show each week, so you can be good or you can be bad on any given day. You know, but everyone's doing great. Everyone's working hard. Everyone's had mixed results in the first and second week. But we'll just concentrate on ourselves, and hopefully the rest will look after itself.
I want to go back to Lisa Rinna before we go back to the calls. Lisa, I advised Tristan that if I make a big boo-boo on the dance floor, he should just take his shirt off. He refuses. What should I do?
Don't make a boo-boo.
Oh, gosh. Well, I think he does.
Is that your name?
I think... I like the idea of Tristan taking his shirt off. I like that. So I think you should continue to push for it.
Well, I was opposed to it until Val threatened to do it, and Max does it practically every night. Val, do you believe the judges consider, like, ripping your shirt off, the use of props? Do they consider that, I don't know, a shtick? Do they consider that a gimmick? Are they opposed to that?
Len does, for sure. I think there's a little bit of a jealousy factor here and there. I think he's
you
a
think
little
Len
past
is
his
jealous
prime.
of you? Okay,
No,
so
not
that's
of
the
me.
first time I've heard that Len is jealous of anybody. I want to go back to Kyle Massey again. What do you think? You were a runner-up, season 11. Do you believe the judges consider that to be gimmicks and they don't like it?
Yeah, well, definitely. You know, as far as jealousy, when I take my shirt off, you know, the whole room is just silent in just shock and disbelief. But as far as the dancing, I think that, you know, the judges, they're not opposed to it. You know, they just really want to see you go out there and really work hard. So if it fits your choreography and it fits what you're doing and it doesn't, like, look crazy and just out there, I don't think that they'll, you know, knock you too much. I think that they'll back you up.
We are taking your calls to Kathy in New York. Hi, Kathy. What's your question?
Hi. Well, I just wanted to tell you I thought you guys did awesome this week. You really
You know what?
did.
I really have to give the credit to Tristan. So, what's your question, love?
Well, my question is, what dance do you have to do this week?
Okay, explain the difference between a slow waltz and a Viennese waltz.
Well, I mean, this week we are doing the slow waltz. I think everyone, maybe if you haven't seen the show before, if you see it every year, the very first week, a lot of the couples had to do a Viennese waltz. But that's not what we're going to do. We're dancing a slow waltz this week to Moon River, which is a song chosen by Nancy. It's the competition this week is most memorable year. So that's the year that Nancy chose, and that's the song that Nancy chose.
Everybody, we are taking your calls. I want to go back to Ralph Macchio. Ralph, a lot of people don't really believe it when contestants say they hate to see other contestants get cut. But after all those hours rehearsing together and working together, you really do form an incredibly strong bond with people you may not have otherwise ever even met.
Right. No, I believe. Listen, it is definitely like a collective boot camp, and you know, you go into this vacuum world of the rehearsals and the performances, and everyone, you know, is pulling for each other as much as the competition is part of it. I mean, to me, the most important part was always, you know, the performance, the thrill of the footlights, what you can control, which is the amount of work you put in, the character that you're playing as you tell your story through your performance, and the feedback you get from that audience. So those are the things that everyone is collectively, you know, supporting each other with, and that's the, you know, part of the richest part of the experience for me.
Here we go with another online question. Tristan Macmanus, what made you decide to go into dancing, and why? If you were not a dancer, what would you be?
Initially it wasn't something that I particularly wanted to go into. I was pushed into first, and
By your grandparents?
well, I mean, they put my sister into it, and I suppose they wanted to keep us together, so they put me into it, and then it was just something that I, over the years, enjoyed more and more, kept doing it, and now it's been paying off. If I wasn't a dancer, I don't particularly know. I always wanted to be in the fire brigade, what it's called at home.
Fireman.
Fireman here, yeah. But again, who knows? Anything could happen. I might not have any
That
job.
picture of you when you were young and fresh. Did you see that in the troop last year?
What do you mean when I was young
God,
and fresh?
you really aged.
This was like a few months ago.
Let's ring